In this video, we will see top 5 latest Sila Turkoglu series you must watch. But before that, let's see her family background and education. Sıla Türkoğlu is a Turkish actress and a model from Bornova. Yes, she was born in Bornova, which is a city of Turkey. She was born on 18th April 1999. Sıla has completed her early schooling at Bornova Hatice Güzelcan Anadolian High School of Turkey. She went to Hatice Güzelcan Anadolu Lisesi, from where she completed her graduation. Parents: we don't know her parents' names, but we have their pictures to show you. Acting career and dramas. Even though Sıla Türkoğlu started her career on the small screen, but after joining the showbiz industry, she got extreme love and constant support from a huge audience belonging to different countries other than Turkey. Sıla Türkoğlu told in one of her interviews that she tried so many things in different sectors. She was interested in paintings and volleyball. But she thought that she can never do this until the end of my life. When she was going to high school, she started to take part in school theatre club. She liked it so much to become on the stage and to hear all the applause. After then, she decided to do acting. Now let's talk about her top 5 dramas. Number 1. Don't Cry Mom. Don't Cry Mom or Aglama and was the first series of Sıla, where we see her playing the role of Alev. Actually, it is a story about a girl named Alev, an ambitious young woman, who has an affair with a boy named Adnan during university days and becomes mother. Alev attempts to harm her baby but fails and is sent to jail, abandoned by her family. Her sister Damla takes in the baby, but Alev refuses to acknowledge her as her own. Alev is released when her daughter, Zeynep, turns 18 and plans to regain custody. Adnan, unhappily married, discovers his daughter's existence and blames his father. Alev fights to reclaim her daughter, while Damla fiercely protects her. A love triangle develops between Adnan, Damla, and Alev. Number 2. The Promise. The Promise or Yaman series is one of the best series of 2019, where Sıla Türkoğlu playing the role of Tuna, who is a daughter of the richest man of Istanbul, and sister of the main actor Emir, played by Gökberk Demirci. The Promise, Yaman, TV series story is about a young girl Rehan, who comes to Istanbul and gets married to a wealthy young man Emir, in order to keep her promise with her uncle. It is an amazingly beautiful Turkish drama, and this series was one of the biggest hit of 2019, where we see around 4 seasons of Yaman series. Before going further, it is a humble request that you please like this video. Thanks. Number 3. The Legacy. The Legacy or Emanet drama series story begins with Kefsa, a poor woman who falls in love with a man from a rich and corrupt family. When they marry, Kefsa's father cuts off all relations with his daughter as he does not approve of such a marriage. However, one day Kefsa loses her husband, so overnight she finds herself trapped in the Kirimli mansion with her 5-year-old son Yusuf, with no one else to turn to. But not everything will remain there, because one day tragedy comes knocking at the door again, and Kefsa dies in an accident. Thus, little Yusuf will be left an orphan in the midst of a vicious family lacking affection and love. Yusuf will be left in the care of his uncle Yaman, a powerful, hard and cold-hearted man. Although Yusuf is doing very well under his uncle's care, the little boy longs for sympathy, which he certainly does not receive in that family. But before Kefsa died, she had asked Seher, his sister, to take care of her son. So the young woman leaves her neighborhood and moves to the mansion, where she will confront the wealthy family in defense of her son. And although Yaman is cold and distant, between him and Seher something very special will begin to emerge, a burning flame will ignite in the hearts of both. But not everything will be easy, the two will have to go through a difficult test. Number 4. Just Friends. Just Friends or Sades Arkadaşız drama series is based on the Italian series, Love Snack. In this series we see Sıla playing the role of the friend of lead actress Ece. This Turkish drama follow the lives of Ece and Umut, who are forced to live in the same house after Umut's aunt decides to do away with all her property. Per Umut's aunt's instructions, the person who gets the house would be the first of the two of them to get married. Although Umut and Ece do not look forward to marriage, they go on a date with a different person every day to find the right spouse in order to become the owner of the house. Number 5. Cranberry Sohbet. Cranberry Sohbet or Kızılcık Şerbeti is an amazing Turkish series where we see Sıla Turkoğlu playing the role of Doga Korkmaz, which is the lead role. Story. Kıvılcım, a single mother, wants her daughters to have a good education and career. Her elder daughter Doga wants to marry conservative man Fatih, causing upheaval in their lives. Despite their different backgrounds, Doga and Fatih decide to get married when Doga becomes pregnant. Kıvılcım opposes the union, believing Fatih is not suitable for her daughter and wants Doga to finish her education first. Kıvılcım values modern principles and tries to convince her daughter to end the relationship. Fatih's traditional family, headed by a strong father, reluctantly agrees to the marriage. When the families meet, Kıvılcım feels hopeless seeing the stark contrast between their modern and religious lifestyles. In short, Cranberry Sohbet TV series story is about a young girl Doga who falls in love with Fatih from a conservative family whose values conflict with those of her mother. This Turkish series is highly trending right now on YouTube and other social media platforms as well. So friends, that was the video on life story and top dramas of Sıla Turkoğlu. But if you want to watch top 7 dramas of Elçin Sangu, then please watch this video. See you next time.